Hey, welcome back. I've got another logo design video for you today. So I am back on working on the GNN logo um, because I always give my clients a few different options. And just so you can see or so you can remember what we did last time, this is how that one turned out. And I did end up keeping the square text down at the bottom. I know I said I was going to get rid of it, but so we just cleaned up some of this used to be filled in with black, so did this, and so did this. So we just kind of cleaned everything up, made it look sharp. And then I tried that one, which I'm not a super huge fan of. So now I've moved on. These are just kind of inspiration pictures that I pulled from online, which I'm not going to use because I like to create original logos for my clients. So I'm going to try something over here. Just going to make a copy of that. And then I'm going to go right click and create outlines. Now I'm going to draw a big box and I'm going to turn it on a bit of an angle. I think, yeah, that's probably a good angle. And then going to repeat that box just so I don't lose that angle. Now I'm going to cut off the bottom kind of quarter of that letter G, as you can see, this shape right here. So I'm just going to use my Pathfinder and minus front. Then I'm going to cut off the top part of that N, just kind of where it's overlapping what I just cut off. So I want to cut off about there. And right now I'm just hitting Command C so I can copy that rectangle again and use it again in a minute. So now I'm selecting my N and my square, getting rid of that piece. And then I have to cut off that N. I'm just kind of going by eyeballs here. I'm not really measuring anything, at least not yet. So again, I'm hitting Command C just to make sure that that shape is on my clipboard. Either that or I can just drag it off to the side. I'm going to get rid of that piece of the N. Then I'm going to do the same thing I did up there with that N down here. So I need roughly that amount of overlap. So I'm going to go, I don't know, about there. And again, when I do go to complete this logo, or if I was doing it for purposes other than the video, I would be measuring all of that stuff. And the way I would measure it is by grabbing a circle tool and drawing a circle till it touches both shapes. Okay. And then dragging that circle over. This will be fun. See how close I am. Not close at all. But hey, that's why we're doing it. There we go. And then anytime I draw a shape to measure stuff, I always just pull that off to the side because guaranteed I'm going to need it again for something. And that should not go there. There. Okay, now I'm just going to cut off the top of that N there. So now I have kind of a GNN monogram logo, which is kind of neat. I wonder what it would look like to have that shape filled in. Let's try that again. So to do that, I need to select all three of these shapes. And then I'm going to go divide. That's going to turn these all into a group. So to ungroup, it's Shift Command G or Shift Control G on a PC, or we can right click and say ungroup. So first of all, need to get rid of that. Oh, and I think I just lost my box too. Nope, there it is. Need to get rid of that. And I still want that gap there, and I also want a gap there. Just trying to think of how I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to drag this circle over, color it something else so you can actually see it. I'm going to make this touch here and this touch here. Okay. Now I'm going to press the letter P, which is my pen tool. I'm just going to start my point out here, head till I touch the circle, touch the other circle, and I'm just trying to think of what I'm cutting off here. Just the top half. So I'm going to go like that, finish off my shape. Now I'm going to select the shape below it, cut all that out with my Pathfinder tool, back minus front. And there's those. Kind of neat. Just so many things you can do. And then to kind of keep that end shape, I could color this a lighter shade of black just to be cool. Make it look like it's running into stuff. Guess I could have done the same thing up here, which I might go back and do. But the initial concept for this particular logo was something completely different. So I'm just going to group those together now so they don't get lost. And same with these. So now when I select it, they stay together. And grouping is just Command G. Now I'm going to draw, I'm going to paste, cancel. Sorry about that. I'm going to paste my big shape. And I'm going to paste it again because I am the worst for clearing my clipboard and then not being able to use stuff. So what I wanted to do with this, whoa, way too long. So I just want to bring this into there and there. So what I've done here is I've lined it up with the top of the G and the bottom of the N. And there is no rhyme or reason to why I'm doing it that way. I just think it aesthetically is pleasing. And of course, I got to make that longer now. So I'm going to add that. And as you can see, I'm too long here. So I'm going to grab a ruler and drag this up till it's the same. Then I'm going to do the same thing with this end. I'm going to line it up to the top of that end. It's almost exactly in line with that one. This may need to come off for this effect. Yeah, it does. Okay, now going to just give us a white background so we can see what's about to happen here. And I am going to color that something else. And I'm going to color this something else. And if you remember from my previous video, we don't use strokes. So I'm actually not even going to do it that way. I will do it this way. Path, offset path, negative 0.08. Mm, 0.04 maybe? No, other way, Sarah. Ah, yeah, I think that's the one. And they're grouped together. Select the inside shape, pressing the letter I, so I can just color it white because I find that faster than going up here and coloring it white. So if I just select I, grabs the color picker, I'm grabbing white. Okay. Now I'm going to add some funky shadows to this. And then it kind of gives us that 3D effect, which is really cool for this logo because this, as I mentioned before, this logo company does 3D like makeup and like gross scabs and cuts and stuff like that. So the 3D portion is really super cool for them. And I'm actually going to grab all of these shapes and bring them to the top layer so that the N is on top of that. And then I'm gonna grab this shape and this and move it up so it hides the beginning of that. Oh boy, is that cool. Almost makes this N look like it rolls around the back of that, which is really neat. So that was just another thought I had for this logo. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and thanks again for watching. Bye.